Something to keep in mind if you're wanting to spray a field with herbicides to control weeds is that most broadleaf herbicides will kill clover. So in a stand like this, that's something to consider because there's quite a bit of clover in here. So if you have a new field that you're seeding, you might want to hold off on the clover right away so you can go on and use some herbicides in there, get things cleaned up, and then you can always come back in and overseed with clover with a frost seeding like in February, and that way you just throw it on the ground and then the freeze-thaw action will take it down into the ground. So the red clover will have little hairs on it, as you can see on this stem right here. When you zoom in close, I'm trying to get the phone in here. There's little hairs on that stem, so you can tell that's a red clover. How to tell orchard grass is because the stem is flat. So if you look at this plant right here, this stem is flat right there. So you can't roll that between your fingers. It just kind of flops over. Orchard grass also grows in a clump. So you can see there it's kind of growing in a clump. Fescue, on the other hand, I'm going to try to focus in on this fescue plant right here. There we go. So the way to tell fescue is the way the auricles touch in the front. It kind of makes a claw in the very front of that stem. And also the ligule. So the ligule is kind of that clear membrane that's sitting right above my thumbnail right there. So that's always present on a fescue plant. But we recommend that mixture because fescue kind of fills in around the orchard grass clumps. If you just have a pure orchard grass stand, a lot of times you'll have weeds come in around the clumps of those grass. So fescue works out really good to fill in between those spots. And the clover, like we've mentioned before, fixates nitrogen in the ground off the root nodules. So you don't have to add as much synthetic fertilizer.